We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Now White with a first down throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Moore, the man in motion. White. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Ready up!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had them on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, White. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. A give, Carter running right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 14. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, that gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's White. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now White. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
White looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's White. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
This is fielded at the 27.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down, here's White. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 59 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. Is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now it's Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 12, White. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Cameron Sample in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's White, throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it to Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, White. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion left is Wilson. White now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. White. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11-90.
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Here we go. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
11 Thomas.
After the sack on first down, Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
White throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that,
They're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
11 Thomas.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 21-yard line.
Off play action, here's White. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is White on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
From 21 yards away.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, White. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me?
Here we go.
Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From just shy of midfield.
Burrow, throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. He's got room at the 30.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal
touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
White. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm wondering.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now White lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter. Scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Here we go.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Bulldozes past him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
11 MT. 11 MT. Dodge.
That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
To throw, White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. White looks to throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.